Thank you, my love. Um, Ay, 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 ay. Turn this down just a little bit. I'm just gonna wait till 9 o'clock before I start. Oh, no. Wait till 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, clock. Oh, when you do like you want me to, and I hold you tight. Baby, all through the night I'll make love to you when you want me to, and I will let go dance with you. All right. Turn that down just a little bit. All right. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to Pink Melanin Survivors. I am your host and the creator of Pink Melanin Survivors, Irene Smith. And I just want to say welcome to my Pink Melanin Survivors live podcast. So, today, I just want to announce that maybe for about a week or two, I will not be going live. I have made the decision to get my left breast implant removed. So, for those of you who are not familiar, or to my new followers, for those of you who are not familiar with my story, I am an 8-year breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed at 32 years old in 2013, and it was on December 26th that I was diagnosed. So, 2014, I had a bilateral mastectomy 2 days before my birthday. In February, I began my chemo treatments, and I believe like October-ish, September, October, I completed my chemo treatments in like September. October, I started my radiation and completed my radiation actually 7 years ago today. Yay! And the only reason why I remember that is because I was looking through my Facebook memories and I posted that today was my last day of radiation. So that's something great to remember. I just wish that, like social media apps, like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of them, they had it to where instead of you waiting for that day to remember your memories, you could actually just have like a file, to just go through everything that, all of your memories. But anyway, so again, I'm an 8-year breast cancer survivor. I had a bilateral mastectomy in 2014, completed all the radiation and chemo treatments. And, so I did all of that. Yes, I know that's right. Black Lives Matter. Happy Black History Month, everybody. And so I did that. Everything was great for a while. I had no complications, nothing of the sort until 2018. August 2018 to be exact, my right breast implant ruptured, and I had to get immediate surgery. So I had to get immediate implant replacement. Um, that was supposed to take 3 weeks to heal or so. And I want to say because of the radiation, I had very thin skin. And, when they put the implant in me, it wasn't healing. The incision did not heal, and the incision just kept tearing. It kept ripping. And when you're a breast cancer, when you're going through this journey, when you get your surgeries, that's a major surgery, and it kills most of your nerve. Like all of your nerves are just gone. So at this time, I had no feeling, and to this day, there are some parts of my chest and my breast that I do, just my chest area, I do not have feeling. It's slowly coming back, where sometimes they would tell me that, though at one point they told me I may never get feeling back in my chest. Thank goodness that I have been getting like some feeling, even when I, touch all over. I honestly cannot, I don't have any feeling, in some areas of my chest. So when my incision tore, I did not know that my implant was hanging out because I had no feeling. So, getting in the shower and all, I did not know I had an open wound. And it wasn't until I would actually look in the mirror or adjust myself. And I remember seeing, I didn't know what this, brown thing was hanging out. And I guess that was just like not to be graphic, but like the blood and whatever else that's inside, and that was the implant hanging out. I ended up going to my plastic surgeon. I mean, I was getting surgeries back to back to back until finally, I believe I caught a staph infection. I ended up in the hospital. It was so many things that went wrong with just this one breast that I had to get my right breast removed permanently, or not permanently, but just at the time it wasn't permanent, but it was remove the implant for the incision to heal. So that was 2018. My incision did not heal completely until May of 2019. I was still open. I was still leaking fluids from my incision. And once it closed, I want to say I developed, it was never really diagnosed, but I feel as though I developed sort of a kind of like PTSD from surgeries. And because everything was just so back to back to back to back to back, like the last surgery, I remember the doctor telling me that it took me a while to get out of surgery. So that comment right there, because anybody who knows me knows that I'm terrified of anesthesia, like being put under. I don't like controlled substances that I cannot control my own body. That's number one. I don't like that. So having to have surgery, it already is a little iffy for me. And so once they told me that it took me a very long time to get out of, the anesthesia sleep or whatever they call it, I decided, what, I'm not going to rush to get surgery or the implant replaced. I'm just going to wait out, see what happens in a year. Well, I waited and waited and waited. And it took me a while to accept the way I was, or the way I am, by having one implant or one breast. I still call it a breast because that's what it imitates, a breast. So it took me a while to accept that this is what my body looks like now. It is a little, it does mess with me a little bit, but I'm not vain or anything like that. So I was just like, it's whatever. I'm still here. I'm still living. I'm here with my children. That's it. Who cares? So it wasn't up until last year. So last year in, I want to say either 2020 or 2021, I finally got comfortable with the way I was and the way I looked. And I was offered in 2020 to get another reconstruction. This time, I want to say it was like a D flap. Hold on, let me Google that. Reconstruction. I can't remember, but this breast reconstruction, they were going to build muscle. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, let me see, deep flap, I believe. I can't remember. Anyway, so with this surgery, we were going to take the fat from my stomach. It was almost like a tummy tuck, but not so much like a tummy tuck. Take the fat from my stomach or from my back and build a muscle, because at this point right now, I don't have any muscle over here, and I'm not ashamed to do it, but it's all just straight up breastbone. You know what I mean? So all of that is just straight up breastbone, and then I have an implant over here. So the goal was, once I was comfortable enough, was to take the fat from my stomach or my back, or however, shoulder, I don't know, but I knew most of it was going to be from my stomach, build a muscle to put an implant in. I don't know about you guys, but somebody is at my door. I am so sorry. I am live and someone's at my door. And I I don't like that, because I don't know these people. Nobody ever knocks at my door. And until they text message me or whatnot. Y'all, I'm sorry. This is just I'm so sorry. But anyway, so I'm sorry, I just lost train of thought, and I truly apologize, you guys, because everybody knows that I go live at this time, and for them to be here is like, okay. So okay, just a moment, let me go find out who it is. Y'all about to hear me be unprofessional for a second, and I don't like that. Sorry, hold on. Oh, oh, oh. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back.